you know, he probably didn't mean it with any malicious intent. But then my thing is, sometimes you need to think before you just do things. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, have some commercial awareness about you. Have some awareness around you in terms of.
That's why we call him Janko. Janko Harlow.
Is this going to look right? Like, yeah. So my top ones would be obviously Low-Key is up there.
You know, Low-Key, yeah, that's it. Yeah, Low-Key's up.
100% Low-Key.
Okay, let me test out. It's gone.
Yeah,
What's after Low-Key? Yeah, cause on the burner phone, like, yo, cause what are you know what I mean?
Do you know what? I don't know what I would do. I don't know what I'd do, but one of my friends' sisters was in a very similar situation. He wasn't 63, but he was.
He was a big man.
He was a big man. Like, he was a big man. And I think his wife passed away.
Affinity Xtra. Be extra.
The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are personal and do not necessarily represent the views of Affinity Xtra.
Yo, people, this is what you're here on Affinity Xtra, celebrating because music of black origin along Jada Williams.
Right, shut up.
So I was giving her a old name. So I'm alongside.
I'm gonna start calling you what's his face from
Black
Lightning? No, what's his face?
From Black Lightning?
Yeah. The villain.
Oh, Tobias.
Oh,
I count it all pleasure.
Because you never age either. You never age.
Amen for that one. I receive that. You know what I'm saying? But Tobias, that'd be blessing. I think it's a bit.
Light skin never age.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? That's cocoa butter mixed in. You know what I'm saying? I just love Tobias.
And I know Tobias is your favorite character as well. That's the one.
I just love his vibe.
Yeah,
man. I love his vibe. It's just literally cussing off. It's a damn stupid black. Yeah, man. That's not getting myself in trouble anyway. So we love our black folk around about here anyway. So yeah, on this stage. But listen, guys. You know, yeah, man. So we're back. Just to kick things off with, you haven't got the Pixel yet. After we spent time talking about Google Pixels and she rejected it anyway. Still, yeah, and that's it there. Still, yeah.
Because I might move to Team iPhone.
You see my influence, guys. She comes into the studio, she sees all the Apple products behind it, and she has a touch of the.
Now, do you know what it is as well?
Apple goes
because I have a Mac.
Yeah.
And I was trying to download pictures from my Samsung to my Mac.
And you realised.
And I had to do WeTransfer.
Yeah, exactly.
And I was like, this is so
long. Exactly.
I did not know you could AirDrop. And I'm like, do you know what? The capabilities just makes things a little bit easier for me. So
it's all about workflow and ecosystems. You know what I'm saying? That's big man language anyway. So, but that's Roger Moore language. And you know what? You know, we grieve when we have a loss in the community. And I don't know if it's counted as a loss in the community, but Uncle Samuel. No, which is Samuel is anyway. But Kevin Samuel, you know, he's subscribed. JG subscribed to him, so you know it can explain to.
I didn't.
Did you do an episode? That girl that was on the episode.
Do you know what's so funny? I know of him. I never listened to him.
Okay, yeah. Same.
I never like seeked him out or anything like that. Or I just heard what people used to say. So yeah,
who's impressed? I know it's one of the ones where I don't want really to make too much comment because I just really never watched the video more than five. Yeah, it's like watch after 5 minutes, and there's a girl with whose hair looks like she just put on before the interview, and she's trying to say to him that I'm looking for a 6-figure man. The man goes,
snap! I did see that clip actually.
Everyone's seen that.
The only clip I saw. I was like, what's this about? But then I think I watched probably about maybe a minute or two, and then like just carried on scrolling. So what was she saying? Come again. What happened?
You know, I don't know much. All I know is you have girls going asking him for affirmation. It's really sad to see that within that community, you know, outside the community. But I know that black women have really took to him because he kind of made it out his effort to kind of like they felt like he went out his way to kind of blaze him down, you know what I mean? So for me, it's what it is, guys, you know what I'm saying? And I think it really is, are you on it for the algorithm? Are you on this YouTube live just to get hits and views? Or are you on this to make a difference, a positive difference? You know what I mean? So some people said, you know what, I talked to some of the ladies and I said, you know what, he told the truth because some of the girls went in there looking a bit murdered, but end of the day still, yeah, you know, it's this free media platform that we have now, and in social media, what we're utilizing right now, we gotta be really careful with this tool because it can destroy people as well.
Yeah, that's true.
You don't know what the person's gonna do afterwards, man. So anyway, it is not about Kevin Samuels this episode, but we can just hint. I'll put that out. Yeah, we spoke about how Kevin Samuels, but I just never really studied him that much. You know what I'm saying? But I heard people just blaze off about him.
Yeah, do you know what? I think I'm gonna go and watch some of his stuff. Actually, maybe we should watch some of his stuff and have a conversation.
Yeah, cool. All right, cool.
Because I don't really know that much at all.
We do a Kevin Samuels special next one. Yeah, guys, we dedicate that for Jay. Yeah, that does her homework.
No, it is really not.
You know what I'm saying? she's gonna be looking into Kevin Samuels and and she'll be reporting back to us with her findings. You know what I'm saying? And how much she's developed
my character.
But listen, guys, right, I'm gonna put up an image up here right now still. Yeah, guys, let me just get this going on. Right, so you can see right now, guys, there's an image in the right in front of me right now on the screen. For the ones who are listening into the station, there is, I'm going to read this tweet. There's a 63-year-old pastor. This has been for about a month now, but I thought I'd wait to hear what Jade's saying about this. Nobody really talked about this, but I thought I'd wait for this. Dwight, they described him as dirty, but spelled the Caribbean way. Dirty. Pastor Dwight Dirty Reed, how would we say dirty? Married his 18-year-old church, 18-year-old church member whose parents he held counseling sessions through their divorce. The pastor says he has had and the little girl when she was 40. Sorry, you guys didn't make it sound good, you know what I'm saying, but
they've intentionally made it sound worse,
right? You know what I'm saying? She's now 18 and legit, man. Okay, right. So Jade, as her face is screening up right now. Anyone who's there, so cast your mind back to as you are 18 years old, and a 63-year-old pastor has been looking at you from the age of 14. Could he work his way? Could he work his magic?
Actually, don't ask me foolishness. But do you know what? I think, in all seriousness, there's a lot of things that scream caution and help and child investigation and child service needs to be called. So 2 things, right? So he's had eyes on her since she was 14. Now for me, allegedly, right? Allegedly. However, for me, that screams child grooming. Yeah. And on top of that as well, the fact that he helped her parents or counseled them through their divorce. So there's obviously a breakdown in marital relationship, which is obviously going to affect her. And I feel like it just seems a little bit like to me that he has used that to his advantage and targeted her and essentially maybe become her dad and then formed a relationship.
That's correct.
I mean, I'm just here trying to psychoanalyze the situation, but it doesn't look good. It's giving me very daughter and daddy vibes at the same time, like this picture, especially with her sitting on his lap. Yeah, it's... This screams called child services.
And no. And I think let's be real, guys. You know, whether it's 14 or 17 or 18. Now I'm 45, and I can just nothing but hurl up just thinking about somebody who's 18 years old right about now, because that's just like, oh goodness sake, you know what I mean? But you could argue and say that it's legit, but the thing is, it's just disgusting to me. You know what I mean? It is absolutely disgusting. It's like, I remember let's go there. R. Kelly and Aaliyah. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes in our community we look at the end product. Oh yeah. She's of age, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? And whatever. Age ain't nothing but a number. And then it brings out that chuck. But anyway, still But reality show is that it's all come out that R. Kelly is a nasty dude. You know what I'm saying? And that's the truth of the matter. And for me, stories like this gets around the place, and we're quick to mind about Hillsong. You know what I'm saying? As black people, we go, Hillsong this, Hillsong that. Listen, man, this is one of our brothers, man, kind of embarrassing the whole joint up, man. This is absolutely disgusting us. And the thing is, for me, I know people have left his church. He has challenged back the status quo because people have complained about it. But I know that, you know, something I've been looking into about porn and about porn, the issues of porn. We've got a lot of talking on a couple of shows that have been coming out and going to come out on the station, done by Rico and Blue, about porn and men and porn.
Right.
There's and I listened to an interview of somebody who's a Christian now who was doing porns,
right.
and they said that a lot of time it's about somebody older men with young girls.
Okay.
And if 80% of the church now, a site which looks after the who protects men from going onto these not men and women as well, going onto porn sites, it's called Covenant Eyes.
Okay.
And they say 80% of people are actively involved in looking in porn within the church. So for me, is he somebody who acts, who's enacting that fulfillment? Allegedly he could be doing that, but these are the wide implications. Going, bro, what are you watching, bro? Because when I'm watching my football game, I ain't thinking about this. I'll take this for free.
Well, if this was under investigation, they would take his laptops. They would take everything, because they'd want to understand how this communication even happened in the first place, and they would be looking at potential, unfortunately, kid porn, stuff like that. That's what they'd be looking at if this were actually under investigation. But the thing is, something stood out to me in that R. Kelly interview. One of the many things stood out to me.
Boondocks brought a lot for me when it came to R. Kelly. What do you say?
One of the people they were interviewing, I think one of the females, she said, people were aware that it was happening, but nobody cared because we were young black girls.
Wow.
Yeah. She's like, we were young black girls.
So ultimately, what you're saying, potentially, if this was a blonde young lady, you reckon the FBI will be outside his place?
Potentially.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Potentially.
That, you know what? I never really looked at it like that point, you know. And sometimes I really kind of back off, like say, "Yo, guys, calm down." But that's a true factor, you know.
If this was Gary Glitter or what's his name, Jimmy Savile or whatever the case is, well, this would be under investigation. Look what happened to Prince Andrew and Mike. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So, that's the saddest thing about it, and that's what really stood out to me. And I think it's because as well, I read a book ages ago. I think it's called Slay in Your Lane, and it said something like, when it comes to young black females, that people assume that we are not necessarily older than what we actually are, but they trial us on us being older, if that makes sense, even though you're actually younger. And it's just crazy. It's just absolutely crazy.
It's not good. How would you feel like if it was his sister? Because you got sisters in it still, yeah?
Yeah.
If your sister got caught up with this madness, would you be the sister that goes in there and starts to punch up the guy?
What, to a Solange in the lift?
Would you just call that cousin on the burner phone, like, yo, cuz, hot tell you know what I mean?
Do you know what? I don't know what I would do. But one of my friends' sisters was in a very similar situation. He wasn't 63, but he was
he was a big man.
He was a big man. He was a big man. And I think his wife passed away. And she used to teach the kids, I think. And then, they're married. They're expecting their first child. She was like, it was a lot for the family to deal with. These things happen.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Just in the last point, because we can discuss this for all the day longer. What is the safe gap these days? Because back in the day, man was macking 15 years younger, and that's my grandma generation. You know what I mean? When your granddad's like 85 and your grandma's 60 something, you're thinking, yo, what the? And you try to thinking, you're thinking yourself, I went into the 30s, the party, you know what I mean? But that was quite common back then. What you know? In the modern era now, because you know things are changing in this so-called modern, I'm not gonna call civilized era, because right now I'm seeing uncivilization going on right now. But what do you deem a safe? You know what I'm saying?
Do you know what? I actually don't know, Roger. I don't know. I actually don't know. Like if you gave me a number and said, what about
safe?
This ain't safe. But if you gave me a number, I'd have to think about it. Okay. Do you get what I mean? But then I also think to myself, I don't know, say if you're 50 and then you marry someone that's 60, I don't feel like that's bad, because I kind of feel like you're
similar ages. Like,
you're getting old now. You know what I'm trying to say? Like you reach your peak. You know, you want to just settle down. Or if you settle down, it didn't work out. You know what I'm trying to say? So you kind of grow old together. But then I kind of feel like if you're I don't know. I feel like if you're 20 and you go out with a 30-year-old,
it's not looking good.
I don't feel like that looks good, because I think to myself, you as a 20-year-old, like when I look back at what I was like as 20 compared to me being come 31 this year, there's so many life experiences that I need to experience and go through and understand and achieve, and to be in a relationship with someone that's 30 who probably wants to settle down and wants to do all these things. I guess you don't want to feel like that you never got to explore life for yourself, because you're with somebody that's older who is ready to. And to be honest, some people are ready to settle down at that age anyway. I'm not knocking it, but I don't know. I'm always just a little bit like, could you not find somebody that was your age? You know what I mean? Like,
so effectively what you're saying is that you got 10 and 20 gap doesn't work, yeah? You've got, but when it's 20 and 30, you say it still don't work, but when it's 30, 40, it's like a close. It's closing. It's closed.
I'm not because if a guy was 41, he approached me, I'd be looking at him like, no.
Don't the man dance, you know?
No.
And
so
then
all the girls your age don't want you, so why must I want you? Nah, I'm joking. I'm playing. There's probably some really nice
Lil
guys.
J came out there right now. So guys, tap out. I want to man them.
No. I don't know. I'm just a bit like, I don't know. I think it just gives me a little bit of just doesn't sit right with me.
Okay.
Probably because of things like this, Roger.
The age gap, and we're 10 years, you know. And then the joke is when we look at our grandparents, that was the normal thing, you know. 10 years was just like so.
And also, I do look younger than what I actually am as well.
Yeah.
So also, I think that also plays a factor. So if you're approaching me, my thing is, if you're approaching me and say you're 40 or something, I get ID'd for energy drinks sometimes. Yeah. So if you're approaching me, you don't know that I'm in my 30s.
Okay.
30s.
So you're looking at.
So automatically, I'm thinking, hold on a second, now you're moving weird because you must like them young. That's red flag.
Yeah.
So I think that's probably why I think about it as well.
Okay, cool. I'm like, yo, learned a few things there, guys. Yeah. So, but either way, Pastor Dottie Reed. Dwight Dottie Reed. We don't do them things right about here. So 63-year-old with an 18-year-old. That is literally, how many years is that? That is 40. Is that almost 40? Yeah, 40. Why am I losing my maths, man? That's about 45 years. That's my age, you know. That's full on my age.
That's crazy.
Sorry, give away my age, innit? Sorry, forgive me, people. That's full on my age, you know. Yo.
Yeah.
Yo, basically, it's like she getting born now, and I'm linking her when I'm 60. Nah, never. People, we beat that in the name of Jesus Christ. You get me? Still, yeah, we beat that. But either way, still, yeah. Seriously, people, yeah, there's a lot of permutations to this. Whether your mindset, what you're watching on the channel, what's the influences, what's going through your eyes and your ears, and this is what the station is about, to talk what we see and talk what we feel. And there's a lot of other shows that are going on talking about issues of porn and how it's taken over. You know, they mentioned the other day in one of our podcasts that 100% of young men in Australia, by the time they reach 13, have watched porn.
Really? Wow.
So this is a real issue, guys, you know what I'm saying? And it comes out like this, yeah, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying he is. I'm just saying, you know, clearly. Yeah.
I wonder what our parents think.
Yeah.
I wonder what our parents think.
Counting the money, one. You know what? This is the sad thing about it, you know. This is the real sad thing about, I work in children's home, guys. And in children's home, you know, you got parents that actually pimp out their own children.
Yeah, that's true.
And don't get twisted. Just because you go to church, don't mean you ain't no pimp of your own children. I've seen it.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? There's a madness of parents that pretend green teeth in the church, and the children are in children's home. So, you know what I'm saying? But listen, guys, we need to move on. We need to keep moving. We need to keep it moving, as I say. So, but that's a great little thing anyway. So I'm gonna set up for the next. Let me just click off here. I'm gonna set up for the next trailer. All right, hope you're ready.
This is the beginning. It's the best Marvel series ever. Really amazing. New episodes streaming Wednesdays, only on Disney+.
What are you saying, sis?
So, would I say it was the best Marvel series ever? No.
Why not?
Oh, because there was some really good Marvel. There's been some really good Marvel series. I wouldn't say Moon Knight's the best, but I would say that it was really good. What would I say was the best for me? So my top ones would be obviously Loki is up there.
Loki, yeah, that's yours. Yeah, Loki's hard.
Loki.
Okay, let me test out. Go on.
Yeah,
What's after Loki?
Oof, okay, cool. So this is gonna be controversial.
Okay, go.
I'm going to say Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Black Lives Matter. Wait, go. So, go, guys. So you see, so it's Loki.
Yeah.
Black, Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, to be honest, it is hard to yeah, cool.
The reason being is I know they changed the whole storyline because of COVID, right? But it was the message in it for me.
Oh, there's some deep.
That was just like, you know,
it's when they got the black Captain America.
Exactly.
I was like, no, they went deep on that one. You know what I'm saying?
And also the fact as well, like if you do your history and research, black people used to be operated and experimented on. Way back in the day, like that's a known thing. Yeah. And so for them to actually touch on it and bring it into current aspects and say that's how he got his superpower.
Tuskegee. Is it Tuskegee? They did an experiment on black men and syphilis for 20 years, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. You know, and the thing is,
so many experiments have been done on us. Like it's crazy.
And the ones that the ones that they've been caught with.
Yeah.
That's the tip of the iceberg. What they got away with.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And then third for me would be. Do you know what I actually really enjoyed? WandaVision.
I actually, you know what? That was a slow start. But I enjoyed the start because it reminded me of my childhood.
It was the creativity for me, how they played out every single era, and then when it got to like an era that you probably could associate. So for me, it was like Malcolm in the Middle type of era. When they played that back. So that was really, really good. And
I just love the Bewitched start.
The way they brought it together.
I love the Bewitched because I remember watching Bewitched as a child.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And the way it started off, she's like, hey. I was like, oh, Bewitched. I watched this as a child. Even though he's a witch. But I watched it as a child. You know what I'm saying? Now, WandaVision was really cool. What's the other one now? What do you forget the Falcon one?
Say it again.
Not Falcon. Hawkeye. I thought it was good, you know. I thought it was good.
It was like a feel good. It was like a feel good gap filler. You know what I mean? But Wanda was good as well because if you've seen Doctor Strange 2, guys, the way that the Wanda story is now played out in Doctor Strange 2.
She's obviously doesn't do her research for the station. I told her to go and watch the Batman and she refused to watch the Batman. You know what I'm saying? Actually go and watch the multiverse, the crazyverse, the crackverse. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to watch that in the next week. Next week, we'll get into that in the next show. So we got that. So. All right, so Moon Knight. Let's go into Moon Knight. I actually, it is a bit like Wanda, where it gets a bit confused. You can get confused and you can get lost. You can drop asleep in it, But I love, and maybe because I'm a mental health geek right now, still, I love the dual personality thing.
The split personality.
And you see how his dual personality protected himself.
Yeah,
it protected him. It was like. The one the softy one is the one that protected the rough, strong one. You know what I'm saying? From his mom who beats it. You know what I mean? And I thought,
that episode.
Wow. Yeah. And I think, and maybe because I got a passion for children and you know, and a passion for young people. But you know, we always look at people where they're in asylums, and you know, people say, "Oh, why you can't say that these days?" But the reality show is we say, "Oh, come asylum" and stuff like that. So but they're in mental homes, issues. The damage happens to them as a child, and we need to deal with things as parents and stop like taking off. We need to be like God. Unconditional love of our children. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And I see it too often where it's in church, outside of church, no unconditional love.
Yeah, that's true.
And we need to show that unconditional love.
Yeah, that's true.
That's where man. But I just love the dynamics of it. Interesting. It's obviously Egyptian thing going on and whatsoever, and stuff like Egyptian characters basically black people with a suntan. You know what I mean? A bit more Michael, isn't it? Well, the hair just a bit more softer than mine, you know what I mean? A bit bigger curls than mine. But
His face ain't like mine.
yeah, you know, let's not go down that argument. Mine's 2C. No, I'm not going there. But
I'm actually 3C, 4A.
You say I'm 4. But anyway, that's why I get off on that side. But overall, I thought Moon Knight was very good. It got there at the end.
Yeah,
I liked it. I liked it at the end.
Yeah.
How much would you say it's the worst one, but it's very good? Let's get to the quotes.
I wouldn't say I'd say the worst one in terms of I just knew when it was green screen.
Okay, cool.
So that annoyed me a little bit.
Okay.
With most Marvel films,
You can't tell.
I can't tell.
Yeah.
With this one, when they're on the boat, for example,
Yeah,
and when they were in,
yeah.
where were they? They were in another country, and I was just like, oh my gosh, this is green screen.
Yeah.
So that's what annoyed me a little bit. But other than that, it was a really good watch, and I think a lot of people, I mean, if you're not really a Marvel head and you're not really into Marvel, you don't watch series and stuff like that, you're not going to get it. So I've heard quite a few complaints, and I'm just a bit like, have you even watched WandaVision yet? Or have you even watched...
exactly.
You know what I mean?
Because the series are literally long movies and
Yeah.
they're slow builds. The first 3-4 episodes, you can actually fall asleep and get wrong. Apart from that, and even Loki was a hard start.
Loki was a hard start.
It's like
very hard.
And then at the end, it's like, and you're like, don't go, don't leave me. You know what I mean? You know that cousin when you ain't seen him for like 10 years.
Yeah.
You know, and they come to the house, you're like, what are you coming in my
But do
yard
you know
for?
what? Who's the actor that plays Loki? What's his name? I can't remember his name now.
Oh, just a white guy with dark hair.
Oh my gosh, no, it's not. But
He's white guy with dark hair.
His showmanship is honestly, he makes Loki, like the way that he plays Loki, the way that he plays the
Evil,
character,
deceitful.
he's very.
That's
Says the guy that likes My Man from Black Lights.
That sounds like a white guy with black hair.
No, but he's such a good character. Like he plays it to the T.
Nah, he's
I
good.
think when you buy into the character as well,
yeah.
you generally enjoy the whole story.
When you paid about $2 million, I could buy into any character. Yo, guys, give me a minute, pal. I'll be low key for you for $2 million.
No, because I didn't buy into my girl from Falcon and Winter Soldier. The one with the red gingerish hair. What's her name? The main villain in Falcon and Winter Soldier, the girl. Do you know she's from Coventry?
Oh, that Godiva spirit, innit?
Huh?
Godiva. Do you know what Godiva is?
No.
Godiva.
I know the shoes.
The Godiva is a famous woman who in Coventry, I think she got red hair as well.
Okay.
And she rode into Coventry naked as a protest.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they got a horse with a woman naked. Godiva. Yeah, they got a whole shopping mall there.
That's why they call the hills Godiva. Okay, that makes sense.
So it's like, so I went to Coventry Uni, sorry. You know what I mean? So So
but I didn't buy into her as a character.
She's a bit like I hear what you're saying.
Yeah. And then she was in what's it face again with Kano and Ashley. How's my mind got Top Boy? She was in Top Boy?
We won't
transition for
review
me-
Top Boy here. I would say, you know what I mean?
She was more believable in Top Boy as a character than I bought into with Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, alright.
Learn something new every day.
Yeah. So go up here watching Top Boy tomorrow. I did it for free. But But Moon Knight, I thought was real good. I thought it was a good watch, a good feel, a good. I thought it was a well produced, and I think again, this is just hitting the mark with the whole how they're doing it. They're not overdoing it. They picked up a character which is on the side. It's got episodes, and they're just doing it cleverly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they're really expanding things, and the quality of these series is absolutely brilliant. You know what I'm saying? So and hopefully, guys, when Jade gets a Apple phone, she'll get hopefully Apple TV for you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So you should get that for free. So basically, we'll be able to talk about things like Severance and some of the other programs on there and whatever, because I do feel that demand has really brought a new style, a new set of film that's excluded the cinema route. You know what I'm saying? So it's really put the cinemas under pressure, but I have to salute them on the progress here. You know what I'm saying? So that's where it goes, man. So that's it. But oh gosh, man, we got one more thing to finish off right there. We're just getting comfortable on this, One second. Okay, guys, right. So I'm gonna get Jay to introduce it. 'Cause this is her suggestion to play.
No, it's not. I just asked if you'd seen it.
So we're gonna bring it out. So we're gonna discuss off about a rude person. But anyway, Jay, introduce
You
it.
introduce it. I feel like you can do a better job.
Listen, there's a dude called Jankro. Is it Jankro Harlow?
Because that's not his name.
Jankro. Everyone who knows what Jankro is, you know what I'm saying? He's definitely a Jankro. But anyway, Jack Harlow, apparently he can rap. Basically get someone to write lyrics for him and then he just raps. But anyway, still, like all commercially produced artists. But anyway, and he was looked after by his security, which has to be the meanest people on the world, which are black. We're amazing security guards because we have been stereotyped to be the most biggest and strongest and toughest people out there. Obviously, they excluded the Ukrainians and the Russians and them are tough, you know. But anyway, so basically, he got us to do this. Now, explain to me, why is a guy being carried over, like say he's got these subservient dudes carrying across the ground, enlightening the whole spirit of where we are right now? Was that a wise move, sister?
No, it was not a wise move. Like, oh my gosh, right. So I've had conversations with people.
Okay.
Some people are just like, you know what? Everybody's just so sensitive.
Oh gosh. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Oh, it's like that.
You know, there's bigger causes in the world, and so many people have said this as well. Actually, it's mixed. It's very split. Some people are just like, nah, this can't run. Like, we need to revoke the black card that we gave him.
Yeah.
I know people are a bit like, oh, it's not that deep. For me, I'm just like, this very much screams the South will rise again. I'm not gonna lie. Kentucky Derby, out of all places. Come on, Roger.
I do think that whether we have talented people I would say of non-color, but and we got talented white people that come into an sphere and do our music and love our music. There's some ones who amazingly understand the culture and amazingly know the rules and they raise children of dual heritage in amazing ways that know all about their black side of the culture. But at the same time, you do have people that are successful because of their talent and skills that are utilized on our formats like rap and which is a black art form, who still don't have a clue of the struggle that what it represents and whatsoever. Now the thing is, with black music, I think people have to recognize that black music, when you look at the birthplace, a lot of this music is coming out of a struggle. You know what I'm saying? And it expresses like that. So if you did your research, you would understand I'm a rap star in an arena and I'm here in a space which I'm borrowing. It's not my space.
That's very true.
You know what I'm saying? It's not my space and I'm honored to be in this space. So I need to respect the place. But these guys sometimes come into our space and go on like they own it. And that's what that happens too often. They come over and own it. Before you know it, you're going to have French, I see a lot of French white nationals that love to do the African dances. You know what I'm saying? And you would think that they invented it by now. You know what I mean? The way they do the where you go on TikTok, there's about 5 million of them doing it. So the thing is, it's not to say that people can't rap and whatever, but listen, guys, appreciate the struggle. You know what I'm saying? That we take that. Appreciate the fact that basically, why if you got two? Listen, bro. Get your shoes dirty.
Right?
Get your shoes dirty, bro.
It's the leg swing for me. How he's swinging his little legs.
Listen, he's behaving like, don't get disrespectful like that, man. You know what I'm saying? If anything, have a spare. Do what we all do. We have a bag on our back with a spare pair of shoes. That's what
you have an entourage who usually carries your stuff for you, who probably have a spare pair of shoes or whatever the case is. I'll be honest, Eminem would never. Adele would never. Beyonce wouldn't. Beyonce would be walking in her Texas boots or whatever the case is. She'd probably have several dress changes or whatever. Like, for me, I'm just like, it just screams ignorance.
And I think, and this is my thing is, and it's not, and this guys, this is not for all white people, but what I'm saying is that basically, just because we see white people in our creative spaces and doing really well, white artists, when it comes into reggae, white artists when it comes to Afrobeats, white artists when they're in the field and they do an excellent job, they still need to understand what they're representing and what they're standing on. They're standing on people that had to do rap as a way of just to not to be shot and be killed by the police. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? They're doing rap because they're sick and tired of being a security jobbers. They're sick and tired of being seen as the aggressive black men that are seen. So we use art forms to bring across a different nature, but that nature doesn't get pushed. Rap gets pushed to push black people as the evil rappers, and that's the problem. Is the art form is used to actually let the ones that demean us as black men through, but the ones who are positive are white. So have a look why you're through. It's not always a skill set. Sometimes it's basically you fit what they want to put out there. So positive rap is done by white people and negative rap is done by black people.
Do you think? No, I wouldn't even say it, you know.
I'm not saying it's a definite thing, but I'm saying like end of the day. So yeah, I don't know if he does anything negative, but the reality show is that basically that public. Let's be real. I'm going back to right when rap really broke commercially in this country. Okay. Who broke? What was the artist that broke rap in this country? What was the track that got it onto Radio 1?
I was going to say DJ, but let's not go there.
So yeah, straight up, my name is. That made I looked at big white men go, yo, my name is Eminem. Really, I'm not saying it wasn't. I wouldn't say it wasn't here.
Yeah,
well, I'm saying that really broke the commercial, and really because I'm living in white suburban areas, and they weren't rapping at all. They laughed at MC Hammer beforehand and all his business, but when that still they could connect to him.
Okay,
you know what I mean? Even though he's an amazing rapper, it's not to diss his rapping skills. You know what I'm saying? And we're cool with him because we're cool with him. He's under Dre's locker. We're cool with him. You know what I'm saying? He knows how it goes. He puts down his knee and says, "Get lost the red, all of you at the Super Bowl." So we got enough love. But that's the reality show. That's the mindset. That is, they're cool with this. You know what I mean? So I've gone back to Jack Harlow again, bro. Do your research, understand what you're doing. And if you get blasted online, serve you right.
It's not a good look.
No.
It's not. All the things you could do, Jack, this ain't it.
No. I don't even know your music, man. But
neither do I.
You know what I'm saying?
I've heard his name being thrown. I'm not gonna lie. Do you know what? I think I saw him come up on a chicken shop date with Amelia. Okay. I thought he was an actor. I was just. He looks like an actor, doesn't he?
Yeah, he looks like a comedian.
Yeah. So I mean, it's just not a good look, and he probably didn't mean it with any malicious intent. But then my thing is, sometimes you need to think before you just do things. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Have some commercial awareness about you. Have some awareness around you in terms of.
That's why we call him Janko. Janko Harlow.
Is this going to look right? Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't be carried if I was him and I had a really nice pair of shoes on. I would not let my security carry me. I will walk. God gave me legs to walk. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
It's disrespectful to security guys. You pay, it's just like, it's like,
do you know what though? Black or white, even if it was Nicki Minaj, I'd be side-eyeing. I'd just be like, come on, girl. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Are you so above everybody else that you can't be able to walk across some dry land? The land's dry. It's not even mud. That's what's crazy about it. He doesn't even have white shoes on. They're black.
Yeah.
One dust, one sweet.
I know.
I
was looking for white shoes on it, man. Yeah, white shoes. And I'm just not seeing it.
I'm not seeing it, so I don't understand this. But do you know what you need to watch as well at some point? Paris Hilton's bodyguard chase after her Coachella. Oh my gosh, watch her. I don't know what these people are doing to me.
You know what? These people are just too rich, man.
Imagine this. 6'5", beefy black security guard. Paris Hilton. She's running around being wild, and he's having to run after her in public. Yeah, it's just the mentality of these rich people. When the money get to their head, man, they just go on and fool. But Janko Harlow has been cancelled. Yeah, guys, put on Janko, #Janko Harlow, and if you want to know what a Janko is, Google search that. How do you spell it, Raj?
How do you want to spell it? Which island? You know what I'm saying? We do Trinidad Island way, or St. Kitts Island way, or Jamaican way?
Jamaica.
Jamaica, okay. So how do you spell Jamaican way then?
I'm asking you.
I'm asking you?
I'm asking
because
you.
you're more Jamaican than me.
Just, don't Google it, kids.
Jago. But listen, nothing but love, guys. You know what I'm saying? Yo, this is us, man. Just having some fun. Looking at topical issues. If you got any things that you want to topical things, there's a couple of things I want to do as well, because there's so many things we could do, like Kim Kardashian and getting ketchup anyway. So yeah, but anyway, you know what I'm saying? She got caught out by her children. You know what I mean? Her son was in Roblox, and then her sex tapes came back to haunt her.
Oh.
Yeah.
Poor thing.
Yeah, tried to sell him. So what you do in the past that you can't run away from, guys. That's the reality show, isn't it? That got really hit us on social media. But there's so many things going on. But we're just here to chat what we see, how we feel, what's going on right there still. Yeah, and Janko Harlow just got cancelled on the station. You know what I'm saying? Until he brings out his gospel album. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Called The Footprints. Jesus carried me. So I never planned that.
Damage control. That's what we need to do. We should hit him up. Sign him to GL.
Pay me to sign me, yo. You pay the studio rates,
and we call it PR damage control out here. That's what we do.
Come on, maybe the footprints. I'll get someone to paint him, and I got designers, man. You know what I'm saying? Paint him on Jesus' shoulders, carrying him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's his life, man. But listen, this is Roger here on Affinity Xtra, celebrating gospel music of black origin alongside the lovely Jade. And listen, guys, nothing but love. And in AXNow flagship show, but we do little bits of music videos going throughout the week, man. Nothing but love, guys. And we're here on Affinity Xtra.
Hi, and thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe, you like, and you comment, and make sure that you're sharing the videos and watching so much more. We have loads of content for you. I hope you enjoy. See you soon.